So I'm the STACKIT Maurice, and I'm the 5 minutes between now and the coffee break. So let's jump through the slides, because of course I prepared a ton of slides. So I have, I think, 30 minutes, no, seconds per slide. So first of all, I want to show you how Buildpacks work, or just how to push regular Python code, then how to transform it to how to push just prompts, and then show you some examples why this is a good idea or not. So if you're familiar with Cloud Foundry, how it works to push regular Python code or Python projects, you just go to your folder, say cf push, and then you have the cf push experience. And what is working under the hood is actually, it is pushing the Python files, the requirements.txt, then looks into it, and also installs all the dependencies and all this stuff. So at the STACKIT conference 1 year ago, I wanted to promote Cloud Foundry a bit more and show how easy it is to put something from idea to worldwide running app. And I just asked ChatGPT to generate me some Python code. I downloaded the zip file from ChatGPT and uploaded it to Cloud Foundry, and it just worked. Sometimes, most of the time. So I thought this time it would be cool to build this into a build pack, so you don't have to use this extra step to ask ChatGPT or Tab9, if you're more familiar with that. So that's the new thing. So you go to your Vibe project and you just push a prompt file. Why a prompt file? I actually imagined that I would love it more if you just would push nothing, but the -C option, and then instead of giving a command to start the app, you just give a prompt. But then Cloud Foundry CLI complains that it does not have something to push, and it rejects it. So I thought, okay, then I'll put it in an environment variable and put this into the manifest. But then if you have a folder with just a manifest, the CF CLI still thinks, what are you talking about? There's no app to push. So I had to come up with either a prompt file or something to push, comparable to the static file that you have with the static file build pack, or an environment file or something where you put your environments. So I implemented both, and it actually works. So now you can go to your folder, provide a prompt in a prompt file, and push it. And after a minute or two, you have an app. So how does it work? So I just borrowed the Python build pack and injected a script, generate code, that actually calls an OpenAI compatible LLM. So you can use either the one that we provided STACKIT from our model service, but if you're not a customer yet, this would not work. So you can also use what you like, ChatGPT or any other compatible API. So the model service is exchangeable with also some environment variables. Also, you can use change the model that you want to use. So this is basically how it works. And what this generate code does, it actually takes the prompt, embeds it into a larger prompt so that it hopefully works better, and then it generates the main py, requirements.txt, and so on and so on. And that's basically it. So let's have a look how it works. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the prompt that your prompt will be embedded also tells the LLM to use the language of the prompt also for the app. So that's why I have an app that I came up with my very limited Spanish. So necesito una por jugar un partido de tic-tac-toe. And that means after that, this came out. So it's really basic, but it works. So you can click on the buttons and actually play tic-tac-toe in Spanish. And the next try here comes from an internal conference that we did at STACKIT last week. So a nice colleague of mine came up with this prompt. I trusted him and pushed it. And this is what came out of it, and I love it a lot because actually this is a number guessing game, and it was like one of the first games I programmed on a computer of my friend, I don't know, like 26 years ago or so. So that was fun. And now let's go to the fails. So there was also a German colleague said, hey, it would be super cool to have Flappy Bird as a web app. So he came up with this prompt. Die Web-App sollte ein Flappy Bird-Spiel mit einfachem HTML-Canvas und Key-Events umsetzen. So listen to key events and then just play the game. But yeah, if you start the game, it directly is over with, I don't know, 0 points. So this is what does not work that well. And another example is I came up with some chess game because I like chess in the recent days. And yeah, I reworked this a lot. We also at our internal conference booth, we had several people stopping by and trying out new prompts. And I got it. You have to add think hard in the end, or I don't know. And in the end, in the beginning, there was just nothing on the screen. Then it's also a problem to use external dependencies because of the limitation of the Buildpack right now. So I came up with UTF-8 emojis as the figures on the chessboard. That actually worked. But yeah, after several tries, I mean, we came up with a chessboard, but it was not movable pieces. Also, you see the interchanging colors here, so it's ridiculous. So it does not work. So I gave up in the end. So this picture was from last week when we had some kind of lab at our main office and tried out stuff. All right, so conclusion, and finally releasing you to the coffee break. It is very limited, at least this build pack, to simple Python web apps. It sometimes forgets to fill requirements txt, which is really, really annoying and frustrating, even though the embedding post, prompt mentioned it multiple times, not forgetting, if you use a module, put it there, but I don't know. Maybe Olama is not that well, I don't know. Then sometimes comes up with very lazy solutions. That was also fun. One app, we wanted to have Tetris game, and then it came up with a blank web page that just said, this site is under construction. So, I don't know. So it's maybe a nice build pack show, okay? So to show the world that we cannot just do the boring standard app that is deterministic and just always the same result. If you don't like this, with this build pack, you get always a different result. And also, it's maybe it's better for the future to refine one file at a time and have more calls and work iteratively on it, and maybe push to GitHub first and then push to Cloud Foundry. So there is room for improvement. But I'm very happy to see that Ruben also has a talk that is touching this similar area, and I think he thought it through a bit more. So I'm looking forward to that talk. All right, so that's it. And I close with this Bison ASCII art app. I don't see a bison in there, but yeah, it's up to you. So if you want to have a try and have a look, this is the build pack. We can also use the coffee break to generate some fun apps. So I'm open to that. So thank you for listening. And yeah, I'm the product owner of STACKIT Cloud Foundry. So if you want to connect, I'm here. Thank you.